It's a new day in the workroom, and I'm feeling on top of the world. I finally secured my first win in the competition, which has significantly boosted my motivation to carry last week's success into this one. It's not that I've been performing poorly, quite the opposite to be honest, but there are queens here with more wins than me. However, clinching last week's runway challenge has truly made an impact in this competition for me. I thought Aisha might win with her dress, considering it was the infamous dress sabotaged by Lola on season 8, but I managed to secure my solo win. I'm eager to see what this week brings and what the challenge will be.
So I'm walking in today with mixed emotions. I am feeling great because I sent home Fender and I survived that lip sync, and it was an honor to give RuPaul a great lip sync. But on the other hand, I'm coming in annoyed at the fact Sonic is still here, and I made my voice known during the Who Should Go Home and Why. I could have went with the easy option, and that's Fender, but I needed to let my frustration out into the person who matters the most here, RuPaul. And she listened to me vent my frustration. But I want to move on from that, and focus on the upcoming challenge. No doubt Carmilla will try and instigate shit. She does that nearly every week. But I guess when you're just safe each week, you need to do something to stay relevant around here.
Well, I'm walking into this workroom with a new record. I now hold the record for the queen with the most safe streak of 7 weeks. I am thrilled, not. I'm pissed. I should have been in the top in the ball, the design, and last week's runway. But at least I won something, and it's just a stupid title. Sorry Rigby, but you're over and now considered a flop. I really wanted to be in the top last week, and especially knowing we got to say who we thought should go home. And my answer would have been Mario, because he's shit and not worth the hype that surrounds him. No wonder Sonic is beating him at everything. But I've said this for 7 weeks, and that is I will be in the top this week. And if not, I may as well pull a Chief Wiggum.
The queens are gathered in the workroom. They congratulate Azura for her first win, and they also congratulate Mario for surviving the lip sync. They thank them. Azura laughing said, "Should we still congratulate Courtney?" Aisha laughing said, "Sure, why not?" Cynthia chuckling said she really has made her mark, and the queens on future seasons will not forget to congratulate Courtney. Carmilla laughing said, "Let's congratulate Courtney once again for not being here." They all congratulate her once more.
Even though she's long gone, congratulations Courtney, we don't want her feeling left out at home, haha. And to the future queens of Cartoon Drag Race, do not forget to congratulate her, or she will come for you, haha. But on a serious note, it's getting very empty in this workroom. The queens are getting chopped one by one, and it's getting hard to say goodbye to them all. I've enjoyed working alongside this talented bunch of queens, yes, even Carmilla. We both kinda have the same issue. She's been safe for 7 weeks consecutively, and me? Well, I've been in the top 7 weeks consecutively, from week 1, and my goal, other than to win that crown, is to remain in the top all the way to the finale. I'm just hoping a comedy challenge will not make an appearance, because I think that could derail my plans. Snatch game was hard enough, but I still made it work and was in the top. Maybe I do want a comedy challenge, to give me an actual challenge.
Oh Courtney, we are still thinking of you here. Sister, we do miss you, haha. But things are tense here with Mario. He tried calling me out last week during Who Should Go Home and Why. And quite frankly, I don't care if he thinks I should go home, because his opinions don't matter. The judges and RuPaul want me here. And he's always been jealous of me and my success in the industry, and he will be even more jealous when I walk home with the season 11 crown, and he walks out of here with his unfinished outfits, and a bad reputation.
Aisha tells the queens it's getting empty in here. Cynthia nods and asked the queens, do they think someone went home early? Carmilla said no, and they all deserved to go home. Emma agreed, and said the others didn't really impress her as much, and that they all deserved to go home. Azura said she thought Ariel had more to show. Aisha agreed with Azura, and said she misses her, and thought she would have gone further, especially winning the Rusical challenge. Sonic laughing said that's the only challenge she wanted to win as well. Sonic added that he would have liked to see more of Mo. Cynthia agreed and said Mo was on a good path, but just couldn't grasp the dancing part of the Rusical. Mario said he thought Zelda would have gone further. Sonic looks to him and said her name isn't Zelda, it was, then looks to the queens in a panic, they shrug their shoulders. Emma said, did she even mention her name? Carmilla said it was Paul something? Cynthia said it's Palutena, because she did the same in a confessional and production reminded her who she was. They all laugh.
Ah yes, Palutina was her name. I mean, she was so forgettable. I just called her Mannequin Queen, because she couldn't perform, she couldn't do anything other than model an outfit on the runway. and to be honest with you, if I recall, the outfit was shit, but sending love to you, Paul. But no, I don't think any of those losers went home too soon, but if I had to choose one, I'd probably would have chosen Paulutina actually. I'd have taken her under my wing and actually show her what real talent is, but I guess she can watch from her TV screen at home.
Carmilla laughing said instead of who would have gone further, who in this room is next to go. Aisha looks to her and said you.
Am I wrong? I mean, she's been safe for 7 weeks in a row. She hasn't made much of an impact in the competition except for being a total bitch in the workroom. She needs to use the energy she has in this workroom and put it into the actual challenge. But I do think it's a little too late for that now, haha.
Carmilla laughing asked her why would she say me, when Mario is right over there. Aisha said because Mario has a better track record than her. Carmilla laughing said you can't be serious? Aisha said she's serious and asked Carmilla who does she think is next to go. Carmilla said she would say Aisha for choosing her, and then said Mario. Mario laughing said sure, and said it's definitely Carmilla going home next. Carmilla asked could Mario even beat her in a lip sync? Mario said yes absolutely and said if he can send Fender home, he can send anyone. Sonic chuckling said even him?
I know that annoyed him a lot. There's no chance he could outperform me in a lip sync. You've witnessed my performance when I eliminated Ariel, and I delivered one of the best splits RuPaul has ever seen. Mario? Sure, he was decent, but I wasn't gagging. If we were to lip sync this season, I'm confident I would utterly outshine him on stage, just as I did at the Olympics. However, I've been excelling in this competition, and I won't allow him to distract me.
Well Mario, yes you did send Fender home, but anyone could have sent Fender home. It was just one note the whole season, Britney Spears. Mario was lucky it wasn't a Britney Spears song. But I'm interested to know if he could send Sonic home in a lip sync, and Mario will of course say yes, because why would you admit that you can't send home another queen? If you have that attitude then you may as well pack up your drag and go. Like I know I could send Cynthia home in a lip sync, and I would love to be the one to do it. To be honest, it's most likely not going to happen, because she's been unstoppable, but deep down, I know I could.
Mario looking to Sonic and said yes absolutely he could send him home, and that he should have been sent home on that design challenge because his outfit was terrible. Sonic laughing said the only reason why he was in the bottom for that challenge was because of a faulty sewing machine. Mario said that's not all. Sonic said to him he should really worry about his unfinished outfits before coming for something they had to create.
How dare he come for my outfits? Yes, I know they're not perfect in the slightest, and I will be having a very strong word with my designer when I get home. But his outfits have also been terrible and he wants to come for mine? I have a reason why they're not great, but Sonic, I think I seen one so-called good look walk that runway this entire season.
Oh my god, they're bickering over who has the better runway between them? When in reality, neither of them are serving us looks every week, so the answer is none of you. My god, I need RuPaul in this workroom to stop this madness, when we all know who is serving the best looks this season, me. I won the runway challenge, that's the proof right there.
There is a long pause with the queens, and Carmilla looks to both Mario and Sonic, and said neither one of you are serving good enough looks to have that conversation. Mario said to her, and you are? Carmilla smiles and said yes she is. A producer tells the queens it's time for a mini challenge.
Oh, a mini challenge? We haven't had one of these for a while. Something is up, but what could it be?
Wow, a mini challenge. I think we might be competing for an advantage this week. That what happens when mini challenges come around. I need to be the one to win this advantage.
Carmilla Carmine wins the mini challenge and will get an advantage.
Shut the fuck up, I actually won, me. I know it's only a mini challenge win, but I'll take anything at this point, and I get an advantage. What on earth could I get in this challenge?
Hello, hello, hello!
Here we go, it's challenge time and thank God, because I cannot cope with the bickering this morning. My mission to beat Cynthia in a challenge is still on by the way. I know I beat her in the ball, but I just want to beat her again, and I hope with this next challenge, it'll be another fashion-based challenge, or even an acting challenge.
My queens, there are only 7 of you left, and the competition is getting tougher each week, but for this week's Maxi challenge, you will be choreographing and dancing.
Oh my god, yes, a dance challenge. This is what I needed to keep my momentum going. I'm quite the dancer and I think Aisha is a dancer as well. Can she keep up with me? Well yes, Actually, we saw that double shanty after all. I'm so ready for this challenge.
Oh shit, dancing. I mean, I can dance in the club and put on a performance, but actually choreographing a number, it's going to be tough, and honestly thank God for Sarina and her dance school. I took a little class before coming here just in case, and I hope it will be money well spent, because that bitch charges thousands of dollars for a class.
The theme of the challenge will be dancing through the decades, and Carmilla, since you finally won something around here, it is your job to choreograph the entire number. Now good luck and don't fuck this up. I'll see you on the runway.
Oh RuPaul, you shady lady. I finally won something. It's your fault I haven't won anything. You could just say, Carmilla, you're the winner of this week's challenge, you know? Anyway, I get to choreograph this entire number. Well, it's a good thing I'm actually a trained dancer now, isn't it? These queens think Abby Lee Miller is tough. I'm even worse, I'll even make the empty chair do a solo if I have to.
Oh my god, Carmilla is going to be choreographing this entire thing? I just know she's going to be a complete nightmare. I'm dreading this challenge already. I can dance, but I don't like choreo. I like to live in the moment. Freestyle very Renata Bliss.
The queens gather back round and Carmilla smiling said to them, "You heard RuPaul, I'm in charge of this whole number." Aisha said, "Do you want any help with choreo?" Carmilla looked at her and said, "No, she got this." Aisha said to her, "Is she sure?" Carmilla said she's sure she don't need any help from a queen who can't get a solo win.
Bitch, you can't even get a win. Ugh, the only time I offer my help, I'm a trained dancer, and I know I could help her create some amazing choreography, but whatever, I'll let her struggle.
Aisha rolls her eyes. Emma looking to Carmilla said, "Why don't you take Aisha's help?" Carmilla looking to Emma and said she doesn't need any help, she's a trained dancer. Aisha said so is she. Carmilla tells her that's great, she will pick up her choreo quicker than everyone else. Mario said, "Just let her help you?" Carmilla looking to Mario and told him to shut up and get on the floor and do 20 press-ups.
What the fuck, it's like being in gym class again, 20 press-ups. Is she for real? Gosh, the power has gotten to her head already. There is no way in hell am I doing 20 press-ups. I can barely do 5 these days.
Just as Mario was about to get on the floor, Cynthia tells him not to move, and looks to Carmilla and said, "Has she lost her mind?" Carmilla asked her, "What do you mean?" and not to talk back to her, or she will do 20 press-ups as well. Cynthia laughing at her, said, "I'd like to see you try, bitch." Cynthia just looks at Carmilla. Carmilla said to her, maybe she's gone a little crazy and maybe they should take a little break before they go for their rehearsal. Cynthia said it's for the best.
I would have loved for her to try and make me do 20 press-ups. A little power getting to her head already. She don't scare me. I've worked with queens far worse than her in the pageant scene, and they tried to come for me. But I just gave them that stare, the stare that they know I am not the queen to mess with. They soon backed down, just like Carmilla. And shame on Mario for actually nearly going ahead with those press-ups.
Wow, what the hell is Carmilla thinking? I'm glad she realized she was going a bit crazy with this tiniest bit of power. And I'm all too familiar with Cynthia's stare. There was one queen back at Miss Continental who got in Cynthia's face screaming at her, and Cynthia was unfazed, and just gave her the stare. That queen backed off and apologized to Cynthia, and seeing that stare again, gave me memories of her beating me at Miss Continental, and I cannot have that happen again here.
Carmilla looks to Mario and apologizes to him and said the power overcame her. Mario said it's fine, and Carmilla looks to Cynthia and thanks her for bringing her back down to reality. Cynthia tells her it's okay. Aisha said, "Are you open for a collab?" Carmilla said no and then suggests they all break off and relax before they go and rehearse. Azura agreed and said she needs a break from all the chaos. Carmilla rolls her eyes and separates from the group.
That bitch, she still won't let me collab with her. Fine, I'll just go along with what she will prepare. Probably something terrible and safe. Because that's what she's good at, being safe.
Azura, Cynthia, Sonic and Aisha are gathered around. Sonic said he's dreading this challenge already. Azura asked why. Sonic said, "Did you see how Carmilla was?" Cynthia said yes, she's a little crazy, but after that stare I gave her, she should be fine now. Sonic said hopefully. Azura looking to Aisha asks her if she's okay. Aisha said she's fine, and said if Carmilla wants to do this choreography on her own then so be it. Azura said that Carmilla is so stupid for not accepting help from one of the best dancers here. Aisha thanks Azura and said she will soon regret it.
I don't understand why Carmilla doesn't want Aisha's help with choreographing this dance number. It's a lot. But I kinda get it because she needs to show RuPaul she's more than just safe and taking on such a task could help her. I guess. But she should really have taken Aisha's offer. We know what she can do, that talent show, the lip sync, my sister can surely dance. But I haven't told these queens I'm also a choreographer, and back home I choreograph a lot of performances, and I was also going to offer my help before she shut down Aisha, so I decided not to even mention it. I just hope Carmilla can actually pull this choreography off, or it could be. Goodbye. Carmilla, fingers crossed.
Aisha asked the queens, are any of them nervous? Cynthia said she is actually quite nervous because she's not quite the dancer.
Oh my god, Cynthia is nervous for a challenge? Finally, I was hoping something would crack her. She's been unstoppable this whole season. I could be a good sister and help her with the choreography, whenever Carmilla is ready to give us her so-called choreo. Or I could let her finally struggle in the competition. I am torn. I want to be a good sister, but I am also competing for a crown and $200,000, and this late into the competition, everything is on the line. I don't know what to do.
Sonic said to Cynthia if she needs any help with the choreo he will help her, because she helped him when his sewing machine broke. Cynthia thanks Sonic and said she can dance, just not choreo level type dancing, and hopes she can pick it up. Azura looking to Cynthia and said if Carmilla is choreographing this on her own, then you got nothing to worry about. They all start laughing.
Of course I'd help Cynthia if she needs the help. She was there for me in my time of need, and if she needs me I'm here for her. She did say she will ask if she needs anything, and I'll happily help her. I know these queens want her to struggle. I do too, but she's been so nice to me and have shown me tips and tricks I didn't even know about, especially about the pageant scene, and when I get home I'm signing up for Miss Continental. Well, maybe start lower, maybe go with Miss Nintendo first, and I hope Mario applies so I can kick his ass again, haha.
Cynthia thanks Sonic, and said she's sure she will be fine. Azura said she can see the four of them as the top four of the season. Aisha agreed and said they're all so talented. Sonic said the others have nothing on them. Cynthia said not too much on Emma Frost now, and that she's a very talented queen and she just wishes she would distance herself from Carmilla, to showcase how much of a talent she actually is. Sonic agreed and said to Cynthia, look at the ball for instance, she distanced herself away from her and she won the challenge. They all nodded and suddenly Azura senses someone next to her. And it's Carmilla Carmine. She then tells the queens to wrap this little thing up soon because it's nearly rehearsal time, and she walks back over to Mario and Emma Frost. The queens start preparing for the rehearsal.
Oh god, it looks like rehearsals are here because the almighty Carmilla Carmine has told us to hurry up. Yes ma'am, before I get put doing press-ups. And you know what, I'll happily do some. I'll do 100 of them for you. No? We don't have time? Okay then, let's get this rehearsal over with.
That rehearsal was so intense, I thought I was going to pass out. Carmilla is actually insane. I thought working with Courtney was bad. I'll happily take her back over Carmilla. I've never sweated so much in my life. I'm not a dancer in the slightest, and I don't want to use that as an excuse going into this challenge. I am very determined to get this choreography nailed, and at this point, I need to rehearse the rehearsal.
That rehearsal went great. I had queens sweating, nearly passing out. At one point Azura walked out of the rehearsal to compose herself, but she came back. I am determined to get myself into that top spot, and if I have to make sure these queens can't make it to the runway in one piece, then so be it. I'm desperate at this point, but some queens surprised me. Azura, she really surprised me, a great dancer. Aisha also really surprised me. I thought she would flop, but ugh, I was wrong. Emma was questionable. Sonic was good. Cynthia, I was very surprised by. She did pretty well. And Mario surprised me the most, at how shit he was. He needs to step it up, or get the fuck out of here.
Emma Frost, Carmilla and Mario are gathered together. Mario and Emma Frost are catching their breath. Carmilla shakes her head and mutters amateurs. Emma asked what did she say? Carmilla said oh nothing, and asked how are they both doing after that rehearsal.
How am I doing? Girl, I am sat here catching my breath, coughing up my lungs. Girl, I'm doing great, thanks. I thought I signed up to Cartoon Drag Race, not Carmilla Carmine's boot camp. But the choreography was great. I had a hard time learning it, but I'm gonna persevere and get this choreo nailed.
Mario just gives her a thumbs up. Carmilla laughing said come on now, it wasn't that bad. Emma said she's never experienced such choreo like that before. Carmilla said to her welcome to the world of performing sweetie, and said to her it's not all about the pageants.
Oh, I could throttle her, I really could, but compose yourself, Emma. I do know how to perform, sweetheart. I've been performing for nearly 20 years. Ugh, she really annoys me sometimes, but then we have days where I really like her. I just have to put up with her for now. She will probably be gone this week anyway.
Emma just smiles. Carmilla said, shall we have one more rehearsal? Both Emma and Mario scream no. Carmilla laughing said she's just kidding and said they really need it because it's not going to be a great look for them out there. Mario shakes his head and said to Carmilla, he's done the best he can. Emma said to Carmilla to leave him alone, and then suggests to Mario that they both go and learn this rehearsal together and at their own pace. Mario agrees, and they both walk off to the other side of the room. Azura and Aisha slayed the challenge.
That choreo was very easy to learn, but oh my god, Carmilla was wild. I had to leave the rehearsal for a 5-minute break because she was so intense, but I put my all in this challenge and I hope I can get another win tonight. It would be amazing to win back-to-back challenges.
That choreo, as I predicted, was pretty safe. But crazy. I for one will not be signing up for another class at Carmilla's boot camp. She's like a worst version of Abby Lee Miller. For some reason she was screaming at an empty chair. Like, girl, come on now, let's be realistic. She's not funny. But I killed this challenge and so did Azura. I knew she could dance. But damn, not that good.
Cynthia and Carmilla Carmine had a great performance.
Well, I was expecting a more challenging choreography from Carmilla, to be honest, and I picked it up within minutes. Sonic did offer me his help, but I didn't actually need it, thanks Carmilla. I really turned it out this week, and what I thought could have sent me home, I think I could stay in the top this week. I hope the judges loved my performance and they will love my runway.
I put my whole pussy into that performance, and if I do not land in that top, I am going to cause havoc in that Untucked. Because there is no way I am going home this week, when you had much worse queens performing, while trying to perform my amazing choreography. They were all over the place. Jesus, take the wheel.
Emma Frost, Mario and Sonic had a good performance.
Well, I didn't perform as bad as the others, I kept up, but damn, Carmilla ran that rehearsal like it was the army. I think this is one of the many reasons why her husband might have left her on Christmas Day. I should learn this lip-sync song just in case, but I am banking on my runway to save me from lip-syncing tonight.
Oh boy, I did a lot better in the challenge than I did in the rehearsal, and I think it was because me and Emma both practiced at our own pace, and not at Sergeant Carmilla's pace. I did pretty good, however. I think I could be saved tonight because my performance was better than both Sonic's and Emma's. It's pretty obvious we are the bottom 3 queens tonight. I'll learn my lyrics just to be safe.
On the runway, category is Dance Battle Couture. Aisha and Cynthia slayed the runway.
As I walked that runway, the judges' eyes lit up. I am serving them up another amazing look. Dare I say, one of the best runways of the entire season. Well, clearly not better than last week's with Azura's stunning look. But this one is up there, and I think this one has gotten me my 3rd win of the season.
Carmilla Carmine, Emma Frost, Mario and Azura had a great runway.
That challenge was tough, but I pulled through, and my outfit tonight is absolutely gorgeous, and I could see the judges eating it up. I have learnt my lyrics just in case, because you can never be too sure of yourself here, but I am praying that my outfit saves me from lip-syncing tonight.
Sonic had a good runway.
Well damn, the judges weren't living for this look at all. I was though. Luckily I have got my lyrics ready because I do think I'll be lip-syncing tonight. The question is, which bitch am I sending home? Emma Frost, or my so-called bestie, Mario? Only time will tell.
Welcome to the main stage of Cartoon Drag Race Season 11. Let me introduce to you our judging panel. Up first, she is still my right-hand gal and my resident judge. She is Season 8 champion. She is Musa. And up next, she is the editor of Vogue and Drag Race alumni. She is Cruella de Vil. And our extra special guest judge, she is the dancing queen of Season 7 and she has her own dance studio. She is Sarina. Welcome home, darling. Now this week I asked the queens, well Carmilla, to create choreography and dance through the decades, and on the runway category is Dance Battle Couture. Now racers, start your engines, and may the best drag queen win. Now let the judging commence. Aisha, congratulations, you are the winner of this week's challenge.
Oh my god, I just secured my 3rd win of the season. I'm the first queen to win 3 challenges this season. I am so happy, and I am so happy to have a solo win under my name. so that bitch Carmilla can keep her mouth closed. How I can't win a challenge on my own. Well, bitch, stay mad. Mrs. I can't even win a challenge.
Cynthia, Azura, and Carmilla Carmine, great job this week, you are all safe.
Thank you once again, RuPaul, another top spot secured. When I heard that it was a dance challenge, I was nervous as hell, but thankfully that choreo was pretty easy to keep up with. I am now tied with Meg Griffin with the most top spots consecutively with 8. And next week I am determined to set a new record of 9 weeks in the top. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's a shame I couldn't get back-to-back wins, but I am so happy for Aisha. She finally got her solo win that she deserved. I'm still so grateful to be in the top. I think my runway kinda let me down. It's still gorgeous, but this week they saw better. However, next week I will climb back into the winner's circle and claim my second win.
So this is what the top looks like, huh? You know what, I could actually cry right now. Thank you so much. This is overdue. I deserve to be here multiple times this season, but I will happily take this top spot. And how funny, Aisha got her solo win, but with my choreo, she clearly can't win anything by herself.
That means, Sonic, Emma Frost, and Mario, you are the bottom queens. Emma Frost, you are safe.
Thank you so much. I can't believe I let you down, RuPaul. I've been on such a high lately and I took it for granted. The last time I was in this spot, I told you I wasn't going to let you down, and I went on to the top spot the next episode. And just like last time, history will repeat itself.
That means, Mario and Sonic, you are up for elimination.
The time has come for you to lip sync for your life.
The moment Sonic walked through that door was the moment I knew I wanted to be in this situation so I can kick him right out the door. I beat him once. He beat me once. This is the determining factor of who's the best. And it comes down to this lip sync. I am ready. Start the music. I'm sending him home.
It was only a matter of time before we were both stood on this stage, and it's a shame it has come to this, but baby, I am ready. Just like at the Olympics, I'll crush his dreams here, because this is the Olympics of drag, sweetie, and you've just become 7th place. Hit the music.
The lip sync song is Cold Hearted Snake by Paula Abdul. Both Mario and Sonic slayed the lip sync.
Ladies, I've made my decision.
Sonic.
Shantae, you stay.
Mario.
Now, sashay away.
Thank you so much for having me here. I have loved every minute, and this is way harder than the Olympics.
This is Untucked.
The queens unwind and untuck backstage. They congratulate Aisha on her 3rd win, and they also congratulate Sonic for surviving the lip sync. They thank them. Emma looking to Carmilla and said to everyone, we should really congratulate this moment of Carmilla in the top for the first time in 8 weeks. Carmilla looks at her and then thanks her. Cynthia nods and said yes, they should all congratulate such a moment in a queen's career. Carmilla laughing thanks Cynthia. The queens all congratulate Carmilla, and Azura said what about? Carmilla cuts her off and said no. She's over that bitch, she got many congratulations since her elimination, and this is her moment. They all laugh. Aisha looking to Sonic, said that was one of the best lip syncs she's witnessed. He thanks her and said that's what he does best is lip sync. Azura said she thought for a second it was going to be a double Shantae. Cynthia nodded and said Mario put up a great fight. Sonic agreed and said Mario did put up a great fight and wished him the best in the future. Carmilla looking to Sonic and said you're probably next to go now. Sonic confused said why does she think that? Carmilla said, well, with Mario gone, there's no point in you being here now, and production got their lip sync they wanted and now it's time to say goodbye to you. Sonic laughing said she will be gone before he will. Carmilla said she just got a top placement, she's not going anywhere. Aisha laughing said one high spot in 8 episodes is nothing to brag about. Carmilla looking to her said having 3 wins and 2 of them being shared, and the other being because of someone else's choreography is nothing to brag about either, and walks away, with Emma Frost following her. Azura tells Aisha don't listen to her. Aisha laughing, said she really don't care about Carmilla's opinions, and let her think what she wants, she's unbothered by her. Cynthia said to Aisha that Carmilla is the only one left in this competition without a win and she will need to keep up this momentum or she will find herself joining Mario out the door next week. They all laugh. Azura said she would take Carmilla more of a threat if she had the track record to back up her actions. Aisha nodded and said, do you remember when she was calling everyone wannabes? Well, look at her, a wannabe Lola. Sonic, laughing, said, do you think he's next to go? They all shake their head and said no. Cynthia said, without Mario here now, Sonic could easily clench another win and make it to the finale. Aisha said she still can see the four of them in the finale together. Azura nods and said unless Emma Frost wins the next challenge then they might be the final four. Cynthia said you never know, they might pull a season 7 and have a top 3 finale. Sonic nods and said you never know what might happen here. They all laugh and bond some more, until a producer wheels in a TV screen with a message for Sonic, and on the screen is Sonic's friends, Tails, and Amy Rose. Sonic starts crying. He is comforted by the queens. Tails and Amy Rose tells them they are so proud of him and how far he has made it in the competition, and to keep on slaying like it was the Olympics, and they hope to see him soon, but not too soon, and to make sure to leave with the crown. Azura gives Sonic a hug. Sonic thanks her, and said that meant a lot to him, and that he really needed it, because he just sent home his longtime friend and rival, and needed some familiar faces. Aisha said to him, are you going to remain friends with Mario? Sonic said yeah, he will always be his friend, and that this competition just got to him and said maybe an All-Stars would be better for Mario. Cynthia nodded and said he just wasn't prepared mentally. Sonic agreed and they all continue bonding and laughing. Carmilla and Emma cheered for making it to the top 6. Carmilla told Emma it's just the two of them against the other 4, but Emma disagreed, saying she actually likes the 4. When asked if she liked Carmilla too, Emma affirmed she did. Carmilla suggested they play dirty, but Emma refused, insisting she would win fairly as a professional. Carmilla teased her for being boring, but Emma retorted she wasn't, she simply wanted to defeat the best. Carmilla countered, saying Emma wouldn't beat the best, citing how she was demolished by Cynthia at Miss Continental and likely would be again in this competition. Emma denied being demolished by Cynthia, but Carmilla claimed the stream she watched last night in her hotel room showed Cynthia dominating. Emma insisted it wasn't the case in reality, but Carmilla stood by her observation. Carmilla proposed playing dirty once more, but Emma declined, prompting Carmilla to drop the suggestion. Changing the subject, Carmilla asked if Emma thought Sonic deserved to stay over Mario. Emma agreed, noting Sonic's better performance in the competition, and Carmilla mentioned how mind games had affected Mario. She then suggested targeting Aisha next, but Emma advised Carmilla to concentrate on the competition rather than the queens, warning that any small mistake could lead to elimination. Carmilla was confident she wouldn't slip up after a recent top placement, while Emma simply shook her head and continued sipping her cocktail.
Hey, squirrel friend! When one video ends, just open up another one. It's called binge viewing. Go ahead. I support you.